Hey, it's Jay, and today I'm here with my assistant Adeline, and it's time to do some major maintenance on the pool. We went away on a vacation a couple weeks ago and came back and the entire pool was green. There was a huge algae bloom that had occurred. The reason was there was no chlorine in the pool at all.
There's no chlorine, Dad. It has a pH of 8.4. We need to add acid.
I actually shocked it 2 days ago and there's still little remnants of it. Anyway, we're gonna do a full sweep, replace the filter, clean the salt cell, and then we're also gonna treat the algae issue in the spa. You ready? Let's do it.
First step to cleaning the salt cell is to unplugging it.
Our salt cell, which actually makes chlorine, just add salt to the pool, has about the same quantity of salt as our tear ducts do, 0.3%. And during the process of electrolysis, that salt is broken down into sodium and chlorine, and that free chlorine in your water helps keep the algae away and also keeps it sanitary. All right, step 2 is we're gonna take the salt cell off. I first removed the filter here, I took it out, depressurized the whole system, but I have a minor issue. The issue is that my plumbing is lower than my spa, so it backflows and I don't have a way of shutting it off. So I'm gonna try this method. I'm gonna try to put a plastic bag over and then put some rubber bands around it just to kind of hold it in place while we clean the T-cell off. As far as the filter goes, I'm gonna hose it off and we're gonna use that old filter one last time. And then once this procedure is done, then I'll put the new filter in. See, it's just pouring out of here. So we don't drain our whole pool. Hoping that I can seal it. All right, it's pretty good. It's holding. Step 3, we're gonna make the acid solution to sink our salt cell into. And the first step is to always add water. We're gonna do 5 parts water, 1 part acid. I have muriatic acid here. And you always wanna add the water first and then the acid. All right, if you do in the opposite direction, you're gonna get splattering and you could get acid burns all over your skin. So you wanna make sure that you add the acid after. We're gonna fill this up, 5 parts water. And then you want to make sure that you don't waft this. Adeline's stepping away, she knows. So I'm just going to dunk this in here. The goal is to get all the fins into the solution. Look at the bubbling on that cell. We're going to leave this for about 15 minutes. That's awesome. Look at my plastic bag still holding over there, preventing the pool from draining out. Been about 20 minutes and time to take this thing out. Rinse it off a little bit. All right, opening the seal. Good. If you recall from before, our pH was a little bit high, right, Adeline?
Yeah.
It was a little above, we were a little basic, so we need to add some acid. And I thought, why not a better way than just to add the remnants of our bucket here, which is very acidic. We'll just add that in. I'm gonna add a little bit more water and a little bit more salt because we were a little bit low on salt. And we should be good to go. I'm gonna let it sit for 2 hours after that before we actually start the real treatment for the algae. Some more salt.
Wow, it's spicy. So spicy.
I just got a little assistant to help me fill the pool. Go ahead. It's been 2 hours and I think the pH is probably settled in at this point. So we're gonna add a half a bag of shock And then we're gonna add a half a bag of this Stop Yellow, which really diminishes any algae growth and should clear up the pool. So we're gonna put those two in right now, and then we're gonna let it sit for 24 hours, and we're gonna run the filter at the same time for 24 hours, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Ah, this is sodium bromide. All right, I gotta show you this. This is pretty cool. So the whole pool turned brown, and that's because this is sodium bromide. So when I added that yellow stop, that brownish color, that's the bromide.
The next day.
Here we are 24 hours later, and the pool has cleared up a lot. All the algae spots in the pool are gone. We're gonna proceed with the next step. All right, assistants, how's it looking? How's the pool looking?
Good. It's not green anymore.
Yeah, it's not green anymore. You're right. Next step is we are going to shock the pool again, but before we do that, I'm gonna clean the filter out, just start fresh. Remember, this is the old filter. We're not putting the new filter in until the entire process is over. Then we're gonna go another 24 hours with the filter running.
The next day.
All right, welcome back. It's been 24 hours. We're 48 hours into the process. We're gonna do a quick pool chemistry test, just to see where we are. Got my indicator here. I think we're probably pretty off on our chemistry. So, yeah, exactly. So look at that. We've got purple, which means that there's a lot of chlorine in there, which makes sense because we put a ton of chlorine in. The pH is super low, and we know why, because remember, what did we do yesterday, Adeline?
We poured a bucket full of water and acid in it.
Yeah, which contained muriatic acid, which is basically hydrochloric acid. And once you dilute it and you put acid into water, the hydrogen and the chlorine, they break up and it dissolves into water, and then the hydrogen ionizes, which gives it a very low pH. And then we also have no alkalinity, and also the cyanuric acid is at 0. So we have to add stabilizer, which is 98% cyanuric acid. And we have to add some spa alkalinity, which will increase the alkalinity. And then we'll check back in with you guys in 24 hours, because hopefully everything will be a lot better at that point.
Yeah.
All right, maybe we can go swimming in 24 hours. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
The next day.
Hey, it's one day later, and I've got my helpers with me, and I think we're kind of in the final stretch here. I think it's really time for our new filter. We're gonna go put that in a second. Before we do that, let's just test our chemistry, see where we are. Everything's come up quite a bit. Chlorine's still at a good level. We have pH that came up. We have the alkalinity that came up, and then also the cyanuric acid is increasing, so we'll be able to hold chlorine in the pool a little better.
What's that noise?
It's letting pressure out.
Oh.
There's pressure in the filter, so I'm letting some of the pressure out. Alright. And then this is our old filter.
It's old filter.
Ooh.
Gross. Ew. Yucky.
And then here goes our new one.
Yummy. Excited.
Filter on. It's a little bit cooler tonight, so I'm wearing my nice brand new hoodie, my Handz for Hire hoodie.
All clothing is available at handsforhire.com.
Yep, and the truth is that we're gonna take all of the proceeds from apparel and we're gonna put it right back into the channel so that we can go help people, so that we can do greater projects. If you wanna support this channel, go get a t-shirt or a hoodie or what? What else?
Or
Go get a t-shirt or a hoodie.
Or a back of the phone case.
Oh yeah, a phone case. Go get an iPhone or an Android case. Handsforhire.com. Say bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Till next time. All right, so we're gonna say,
Well,
yeah.
you have to go slower and then you won't have like word breakups.
Oh, okay.
And also Caleb has a poop. It's probably smushed and probably has blowout.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Algae is available at handsforhire.com.
All gear is available. You have to say with enthusiasm. Wow, Adeline. That would have been good if we would have gotten that on film.